There is no timeline for putting yourself back together. When I took that decision, a lot of people call me crazy. I am, but hello, my dear loves. Welcome back to Lady Coco Goose. My name is Devika, and if you're new to my channel, I talk a lot about organic wellness and mindful living. So today I'm yet again back with another video, and today I'll be sharing some personal details as well. I am going to talk about the harsh truths nobody else is going to tell you about healing. If that sounds interesting to you, hit that subscribe button and also push the notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on Lady Coco Goose in the future. So just 6 months ago, I left my corporate job and everything that I built in my first half of 20s to come back to my hometown. It was a sudden decision, but looking back, I think it was long coming. So what happened might be a story for another video, but today I'll tell you some truths that I had to learn the hard way, and I'll be giving that to you in 20 minutes. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that it's not easy, okay? Healing is not an easy task. It is like bandaging yourself in the dark. You don't know what your wounds are, it just hurts a lot, and you have to find your wounds and then dress your wounds and then bandage it together. So it is not an easy task, and have the patience and know that it is going to hurt, but it will be solid, it will be superb in the future. Now, before you start your healing journey, once you have taken that decision that yes, from today I'm going to do this things, and I am going to get up from my bed, wash my face, I'll exercise and all of that, I would want you to build a strong foundation before you start. So a strong foundation is key. You can refer to any self-help books that you get, or you can also try routines from your favorite creator. I'll also give you the morning rituals and products and routines that has helped me. You can check out my Pinterest somewhere in the description if you want to check that out as well. But strong foundation is a must. Another thing that I want to highlight is that do not be fooled. Do not be fooled that your healing journey is going to be a linear path. It is non-linear. You will have to take a lot of U-turns. You will have to take a lot of reroutes, and it will be worth it. Most likely, it would be like you'll take one step forward and then take 2 steps back. But that's all right, and that's part of the process. So trust the process and keep going. Most likely it will all come back to a full circle. So it is not a linear path. If you're taking 1 step forward, you are most likely to take 2 steps back, and it's completely okay. Patience and kindness is very important in this journey. Most likely you're alone, and many times you'll feel like you're not making any progress, or you revamp back to your old routines or old patterns. But have the kindness and be the person who gives yourself the hand to pick yourself back up. Patience and kindness will go a long way. Have patience in the habits that you're building. Be kind towards yourself. If you feel like you need a rest, you need a break, give that break to yourself, and be kind as how you will treat a child who is wounded, and give yourself that much love and everything will work out just fine. In this whole process, when you come across situations, it is very likely that you will confuse what your mind is telling you and what your body wants. So, as I told you, if you feel like you need the rest, you should be kind enough to yourself to give the rest, right? You have planned out tasks for your day, or you have routines in your list that you have to tick off. But be mindful and be aware of what your body is telling you. Also, in life situations, if you feel like you are having a heaviness in your chest, even though it's a very lively atmosphere and everybody's having fun, but if you feel like you are having a heaviness in your chest and you feel like something is wrong, you are not able to come forward to that kind of energy, so most likely it is your intuition telling you that they're not feeling safe in that environment. So be kind to yourself and pull yourself back from that situation, something where your mind or body does not feel safe. Be it people, be it places, be it jobs, be it relationships, be it anything like that. Be mindful of your body, be mindful of the environment around you, and listen to what your body is telling you, so that you can navigate this path a little bit better. Routines and tasks, rituals form an important part of your journey. Those are the pillars. Those micro habits that you do. Those are the pillars that are going to act as stepping stones to your next higher self. Mapping out the habits that you want to incorporate and the rituals that you want to try out, and maybe exercise sessions or meditation sessions that you want to do is very, very important. But what is important about everything else is discipline. Discipline will give you the strength to keep going forward. Motivation is something that you feel due to lot of environmental and internal factors, be it your hormones or something you saw online or something you saw outside that got you motivated to act, right? But that is an external factor. It's very dynamic, and you can't rely on motivation to start your day. So what gives you the consistency and makes you go forward is discipline. Discipline gives you the strength. Discipline trains your mind to show up every day. Even if you don't tick out the 10 things that is in your to-do list, but showing up and maybe doing two, just two, would also give the assurance to your mind and to yourself that yeah, I can do it. I have done this, right? It can give you more positivity when you tell your affirmation. I can do this. I am confident. I love the pain. I love the burn when I do my core workout. But discipline gives you the strength to keep going forward. Having said that, I also want to emphasize how structure should be built in such a way that it allows efficient energy flow. Your energy is not something that is always at a constant level, right? It does not go at a constant level all the time. There are times when you are very energetic. There are times when you need recovery. There are times when you absolutely cannot get up from the bed, or you're absolutely tired mentally, physically, you're absolutely drained, right? So when you map out your structure, when you create that structure of your day, of your week, of your month, make sure that structures are built in such a way that you get enough time to rest and rejuvenate, and also do fun things that you love. Like you can, I love to paint. I make sure that I paint at least once a week, or if I'm not able to get the time, I'll do it maybe once in 2 weeks, so that my mind is energized. Another thing is that if I'm doing my chores the whole day, or I'm filming the whole day and I have no mental energy left at all, So the best way is to give yourself maybe half an hour or 1 hour to do stuff that rejuvenates you, like doing Pilates or going for a walk, etc. So build your structure in such a way that it allows for efficient flow of energy. Rigidness is not the way forward. Of course, rigid structures were important for maybe an older time, but in our world when everything is changing all the time, rigid structures does not allow us to go with the flow. So make sure that you build structures that allow you to go with the flow of your day, of your week, of your life, so that you don't have a lot of friction when you want to mix and match things, or when you want to change some things, or when you want to change some things that are not or not working out at all. Giving yourself that time is very important. Which takes me to my next highlight, is that diet and exercise is very, very important. If you're doing your rituals, your routine, and if you have picked up the 10 things that you had on your to-do list, but you're still not giving yourself good diet or good exercise to rejuvenate yourself, you are actually depleting yourself. I'm not asking you to cut out carbs or go on a keto diet or do intermittent fasting. Well, intermittent fasting has helped me, but I am just asking you to have a proper balanced meal every single time that you're eating, and make sure that you adjust your portion sizes really well. If you are an Indian like me, and if you are also based in South India, you know that how rice is like a staple, right? And in my region, what people usually do is that they have a lot of rice and they have small pieces of small sabji, but you have to have right portion sizes. You don't, it's not a good diet if you're having lots of rice and with maybe a handful of the healthiest of sabzis. So adjust your portion sizes, have enough protein, find an exercise that you love. When I started going to the gym, I loved it. I mean, I shredded quite some stubborn fat from around my body, but over time I kind of felt that it was not suited for my body type, and as a woman, it was not really suited for me. I mean, just doing the heavy lifting, right? I was just lifting weights and doing the reps. I wanted something that also helps me connect to my body and my breath as well. Also on days when I don't feel like, traveling to the gym, and especially towards the end of our luteal cycle, and if you're having your periods, it is not easy to go and lift weights. So I discovered Pilates. Pilates works incredibly for me, and I feel that it suits my body type as well. So find some exercise that suits your body type, and also something that you're interested in, so that you have the drive to do it every day. Don't make it so boring. Romanticize your routines, pick out your favorite outfits, and make diet and exercise a core part of your healing journey.
Do not
Ever compare your journey to others. It is an absolute must. Be it me, be it another creator that you're inspired, be it somebody else, a friend, family member that you know. Do not compare your journey to them. Do not feel that, oh, they have achieved these milestones and I'm still there. There's nothing like that. You are not them, they are not you. You are absolutely unique. You have your own life, you have your own wounds to tend to, and they are special in their own way. So give yourself the kindness to not be so harsh on yourself. It is very easy to say negative self-talk when we feel that we are not progressing enough. But I assure you, progress is happening every minute. Progress started the moment that you decided that, yes, I am going to do this from today. I am going to revamp. I'm going to rebrand. I am going to start my healing journey. Progress started the very moment you thought about this. And in those moments, also, when you feel that absolutely nothing, in those moments, also, when you feel that nothing around you is changing, you cannot see the changes that you want, know that change is happening. You are like a caterpillar in a cocoon, very delicate. But when a third person looks at a cocoon from the outside, it is very easy to say that nothing is happening, right? It's stationary. But is it stationary? No, it isn't. It is in the stage of chrysalis. It is in the stage of metamorphosis. The caterpillar is turning into a butterfly, and it is going to take its own effing time to do it, so that it turns out to be the most beautiful one out there. Do not compare yourself to other butterflies, and be kind to yourself. If you feel that you are not making enough progress, just hold your hand to your heart and say that I am calm, I am making enough progress, my dreams are coming to me. Okay? There will be days also where you will choose your brain rot content over being the productivity machine that sometimes you are, right? But that is also okay. Sometimes choosing what your mind wants is alright, but picking yourself up is important. Even if you have your couch pillow days, even if you have your brain rot content days, be aware of yourself and pick yourself up when you feel like, okay, I have had enough of this, right? Having the courage to feel that and also to pick yourself up is very important, and that's pivotal to your journey. Productivity also does not define your worth, right? Your chores does not define who you are. Your to-do list does not define who you are. If you have ticked off 10 things in a day and you have just done 2 in another day, know that both days are equally important. And as I told you, energy flows in an inconsistent fashion. So be aware of yourself and be kind to yourself, and it is very important to not bash yourself on days when you have not done anything, or you have just stared at your to-do list and did not have the energy to do anything. Now you know the core values that you have to maintain, and now you know how to build your structure. Now you know what pillars are important in your structure. Then how do you find the wounds that you want to heal? That is a tricky question, right? So most often your wounds will reflect in your relationships and the boundaries that you keep, right? Sometimes you will have a person in your life, a job that you have, or a space that you often visit that is not actually serving you. There will be people whom you have allowed to step over your boundaries, or you feel that these situations are now increasingly draining my energy from me. So those are the wounds. Go deep into that feeling of uneasiness and the feeling of anxiety, and then you will find the wounds that you want to heal. You can also opt various tools that are available for you for that kind of healing. I am not a medical health professional. If you are having acute anxiety, or if you're not able to cope up with the situations in your life, and if you feel you need somebody to talk to, you should of course consult a therapist. You can also use tools like journaling. You can also find self-help books. You can also do some shadow work journaling. All of these are just tools that help you. Tools are important, but tools will help you to paint on the structure, the canvas that you're already building. Now you have done all the heavy work, you have cut down the parts that you don't want, you have set your boundaries, you have found your wounds, you have bandaged them, you're trying to do it. In all of this, nature will be the mother that you never had. Most of the time, healing is about returning to nature, returning to what makes you human, returning to your core, to your breath, to your life force. And to reconnect with your life force, there is no better place than in the nature's lap. When I started my healing journey, one thing that centered me and kept me going was gardening. I was living in a place where accessing green space was difficult. It is not ordinary for me to look outside my window and not see a tree or a grass or anything at all, right? I come from a place where greenery is everywhere. So it was difficult for me to adjust to that surrounding. So I chose gardening so that I can connect back to the soil, I can have my sanctuary. So I built a small garden in my balcony that I had um, in the home that I used to live in. It was a very small one, but it has given me such energy and such feeling of love that I did not feel homesick after having my garden. When I came back to my home, I was blessed to have sanctuary full of trees, full of pastures and birds, and I was very blessed to have that privilege, to have that space to rest and rejuvenate. So healing for me was returning to where I came from, my soil, the nature that birthed me. And I assure you, taking a walk barefoot or standing under a tree, spending time in parks around you can do wonders. Now, we are coming to the final part of the video. In today's world, it is very easy to feel lonely and not enough. But firstly, know that you are enough. You are abundant in yourself. And your journey is something that you have to do alone. It is a path that you have chosen to walk. Most of the time, we won't get company, and it's all right. Whole point of being aware of yourself, loving yourself, and giving yourself the space to heal and rest is about finding company in your own company, right? It is about not feeling lonely when you are maybe absolutely alone in your room, and it's all right. It is a journey that we have to do alone, and sometimes there will be people who will hold your hand, sometimes you'll have to let them go, but know that it is a journey of feeling happy and content in your own company. In this journey, it is important to surround yourself with a community that you can trust and that you feel safe in, be it family, be it friends. It does not have to be a large group at all. You can just have 2-3 friends to whom you should share what is worrying you, share where you are in your journey occasionally. Humans are social beings. We absolutely need society to keep going forward. And the final thought that I want to leave all of you with is that maybe the hardest lesson, right? Hardest lesson in today's world. Escapism is an enemy in disguise. It is very easy to find tools to get to run away, to escape into fantasies, to escape into corners of your minds where you just want to shut yourself in. But most likely it is a procrastination response. Your mind is avoiding something that you should absolutely do. Healing yourself, finding what you are meant to do is important, but the first step towards that is just foregoing the thing, the media, the song that gives you a sense of nostalgia, and it always allows you to wallow in that emotions or just forget about all your worries. Be it a substance, be it a series, be it anything more than a limit is harmful, and it can become a tool for escapism, right? So balancing is the art of healing. Balancing yourself, balancing your mind, balancing your internal workings of your own body, your path is very important. And escapism comes as a friend, but it is the biggest enemy in disguise. So, yes, everyone, I hope you have not fallen asleep. But I had fun talking about this to you, and I would love to hear your thoughts about the same. And also, I would love to read snippets of your own journey in the comment box. So if you also like the content and want to see more, hit that like button and also subscribe to Lady Cocobos. And I will be back with another video next week. So stay tuned, have fun, keep going, and I love you all. Bye bye.